All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Just like that. Hey, watch it, watch it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
I got it. Check nickel.
93, 52, 93, 44, 46.
Passing, it's Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Wait!
Mike 54. Come on, boy. Come on.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Wait!
Watch my board. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Now on second and 13, Dalton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
Who's that? 19. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
First carry for James Conner. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Ready?
Watson. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from second to third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down.
Come to my board. Check 26, check 26. Mike's 54.
59.
54. Get your swerve on. Watch safety creep.
Here we go on fourth. Watson going deep to the end zone for Juju. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check.
On the toss, Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Hands up. Lead. 2 by 2. Move.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Dalton. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 22, Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. The toss play to Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Dalton. One that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the draw, counter. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins got home that time.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter. because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
He finds his man Johnson, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. It's taken to the 26. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Able to slither by. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Hands up! 318!
Check. Watch 54. Ricky. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the pass.
To throw here, Dalton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down inside the 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Watch the run.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. So Dalton now gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Andy Dalton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Andy Dalton. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
From the 35 on second down, Dalton. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Here's Dalton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. The 20. 10, 5, And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken short. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To try again after the sack. Watson steps away to his left. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Motion, motion.
Now a draw play. This is Connor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, team. 2 seconds. Long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
From the gun, Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Watson now to throw. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Zach Gentry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now Joe Mixon. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good, Rick.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Cameron Hayward in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
You.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and a pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover down.
And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Carl Lawson, his 2nd sack of the night.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Back now in Pittsburgh, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Watson. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
Brings up 3rd and 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Watson, operating from the gun. Complete, it's Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Strong right. Strong right.
Watson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
4 down. Check. Check 3.
Here you go, 368. Hands up.
Here's Dalton. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Check 31.
General West. Hands up.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Throwing, Dalton, and able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Cincinnati.
Leave.
54. Hey, watch the screen.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A gain of 16.
Blue draw Corker.
But it's
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Bengals on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly.
And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. So Dalton now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. Now Dalton, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.